bit of a technical difficulty with our intro video, but we are here. Welcome, guys, to Friday Night SmackDown's Pro Show right here on Outside the Brand. This is episode 263 for your October 14, 2022. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. Loft, we're coming off the heels of AEW Rampage that happened from 10 to 11, but I was mainly just sitting there getting ready for the show. It took me all Rampage to really deep dive into what we all witnessed at the end of Friday Night SmackDown with Bray Wyatt's emotional return to the Blue Brand. It was so moving seeing Bray Wyatt out there in front of the fans. But he didn't come out there as the character that we saw on Extreme Rules. He just came out there and kind of just laid it all out on the line emotionally and say, hey, I heard you. And trust me, you guys were felt, and you guys basically saved my life. And those were his words. So how did you feel during all of that? It was a very emotional moment.
It was surreal looking at it. It was like I was thrown off. Like I really didn't talk much. It was just more just like I didn't have anything to say. It was just listening to him
Yeah.
talk. And when he grabbed the mic and I saw him crying, I got scared. I didn't know what was about to happen, but it wasn't like a bad silence. I was just happy to hear him speak, not really in the character, but just in a way that we really haven't heard him speak that much, you know.
Right.
And it was really refreshing to hear. And even though like we all saw him come back, it was like he returned again. It was like he returned again. Like I don't know how they did
Yeah.
it, but it was like
Yeah.
it happened twice because this felt different than last Saturday. This was like it just felt like it was something new was about to happen. And um I'm just as always, I'm extremely interested in whatever he's doing. So absolutely amazing promo to end off SmackDown.
Now they brought back the door again.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be. I hope that means that that's basically going to be a mainstay for him in his entrance. And if that is, I know one person very much in particular, a person that he was basically speaking about tonight, and Brody Lee. He is very
Mhm.
happy up there right now, and it just it brought a tear to my eyes seeing everything that was transpiring tonight. People were saying that it's not even going to happen because the things were just I mean, we were kind of winding things down and SmackDown went off the air. Sometimes the promo package said it was up next, sometimes it was saying later on tonight. Either way, we got him here, and it was it was just a very, very special moment. I couldn't be more proud. I really hope this door becomes like a mainstay for his entrance.
Yeah, it was cool when I first saw it, but I didn't think that I didn't think we would do it again. So I want to see how far they go with that, and like if it's going to become an intricate part of like the character or if it's just part of his entrance. Because either way, it's a very interesting touch that I don't think any other wrestler has right now.
Yeah.
Like props as far as them coming out. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool though.
And yeah, for sure. Another huge thing that happened tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, basically around halfway through the show. Well, no, let me start from the very beginning. We start off in a very chaotic way of a car accident scene where it seemed like Scarlett and Karrion Kross were involved in a car accident. Now, it was announced earlier on in the day that we were going to be getting a fatal four-way to determine the Intercontinental Championship's #1 contender. It was Karrion Kross, Sheamus, Ricochet, and who was it? Solo Sikoa.
Hmm.
And then we start off Friday Night SmackDown, and the parking lot where a car accident happened with Karrion, Kross, and Scarlett. Then all of a sudden, Drew McIntyre comes around. And he's like, he's kicking the crap out of Karrion Kross. We're like, what the fuck's happening here? And it was like Karrion Kross was not going to be able to compete. Then we fast forward into halfway through the show around the 9 o'clock hour, and we see Rey Mysterio backstage with Triple H. Rey Mysterio basically said that he just can't take it anymore on Monday Night Raw. He can't take, being just beat down by the Judgment Day. He can't even deal with the heartbreak of his own son being a part of that group, and he feels like his little boy was taken away from him. So he wants to quit WWE. And then Triple H is like, well, let's not get too hasty here. Why don't you come into my office and we'll talk about this? Just give me 5 minutes. We can talk about this. Don't make any sudden rash decisions just yet. They close the door. We see the Triple H logo on his office, and we don't really hear anything until the main event. Karrion Kross is not able to compete. He's not medically cleared. So the Fatal 4-Way will now be competed. The last person in the Fatal 4-Way will be. And then we hear Rey Mysterio's music come out. So Rey Mysterio was replacing Karrion. How'd you feel about that angle? Because now he's on the Friday Night SmackDown roster permanently. He made a deal with Triple H, and now he's on Friday Night SmackDown.
9-year-old Loft was screaming in happiness because this just reminded me of my favorite era of SmackDown, just Rey being on there, So,
yeah.
I was kind of worried when he said he was going to quit. I didn't think he was going to say he was going to quit. I thought he was going to say that he was like moving to SmackDown. But when he said he quit, I was like, okay, they're probably going to do something here. I just didn't know what it was. I definitely didn't expect him to be into the Fatal 4-Way match. I figured Karrion would be able to compete, but I thought they're going to put like somebody else in there. But it was really cool to have him back on SmackDown again. Win or loss, I was just happy to see him on SmackDown. I've always felt like Rey's always better on that show. I feel like SmackDown is his home. So
SmackDown really is definitely more of a Rey Mysterio type feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That car crash shit was ridiculous, though.
I don't know. Yeah. I turn on Fox and I just see Karrion Kross laying. I'm like, what the fuck happened? We just started.
You can sprinting out of nowhere. I'm like, what is going on? I love when it starts off like that.
When shows start off in just a chaotic way, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be a good show. It's just going to be a good show.
Yeah.
And not only that, but we got L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Boy looked good. Boy looked good, didn't he?
He was great. He was great, wasn't he? Holy shit.
He got a little bit of promo. Everything was done perfectly.
He was babyface for all of 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he shat all over the Louisiana crowd. I was like,
that's what I need.
Fucking perfect.
That's what I need. It's not a game anymore.
I'm like, there you go.
This is not a game anymore.
It looked like it during the end of the match. It looked like during the end of the match he was actually gonna go for a stunner, but he did like a headlock driver instead. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. I'm like, I know he used to do that move in NXT. He called it like the BFT or something like that. But I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But it definitely looked like he was trying to go for a stunner.
That boy, that match went longer than I thought it would. I didn't know how long I wanted the match to go, but it definitely did its job. I freaking love that. I guess he's fighting Mansõør next week.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, I mean, LA Knight's back. That Bray Wyatt emotional return. And a car accident. Those are really the main points of Friday Night SmackDown. Rampage, I watched Rampage when I was trying to get through the show, or at least, getting things ready for the show and everything like that, but it's Rampage. We don't have to we don't have to worry about that show tonight.
Come on.
It was just your go ahead. What were you saying?
I totally forgot it came on.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about it. It was just your standard Rampage episode. It wasn't really anything too special. But apparently now Matt Hardy's with well, Isaiah Cassidy lost, so Matt Hardy's with the firm now. So great. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing with anything. But yeah.
All right.
We're not talking about Rampage, guys. We're here to talk about SmackDown. Matt Hardy a part of the firm? I guess so. Why not? But yeah, guys, we're here. We're going to be talking about SmackDown tonight. If you guys liked what you heard so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. You guys, also, I want you guys to hit that like button. I want you guys to hit that like button as well. We need to get this thing to at least 20 likes. If you loved that Bray Wyatt promo from tonight, whether it made you cry or whether it hit that like button. Hit that like button. I want it to really, really get smashed tonight. And please make it to 20 likes minimum. Minimum for the video tonight on Outside the Brand. Go get the merch. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get the merch. Bonfire.com. And guys, if you haven't seen any of us already, you go follow us all on our social media accounts. All the links are down in the description. What the fuck? He just leaves me. He just leaves me. Go follow us all on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. What happened?
There was a delay. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
There was like a freaking delay on the audio, and I don't know why.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure.
Well, I hear you now.
All right, cool.
But yeah, go follow us all on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. I was live tweeting throughout the entire show. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, it's all PhillyMatt_, and you guys can follow me over there. And just chat up with me as we talk all things about the show during the show, and it's a great time over there. So go check that out. If you missed anything over on the channel over the last couple of days, go check that out as well. It's all on the homepage of the channel. You guys are not going to want to miss that. And yeah, this weekend, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or Sunday, but Love, you better be ready. It's LeBron James. It's Michael Jordan. It's time to talk.
I was born ready for this, man. It's game time.
I'm gonna have to have some of your input for the thumbnail for this weekend because it's a big debate, man. It's a big debate. This is really our first debate on OTB.
Are we doing it tomorrow?
Either tomorrow or Sunday. I gotta see what my schedule is like with me meeting my friend.
All
So
right.
just
All right,
depends. But I'll definitely let you and the rest of the guys that are in this know for sure.
Indeed.
Because this is a huge debate. This is really our first one on the whole thing, and I want it to be special. So, if you want to promote this thing too, go promote it, bro. It's gonna be a big thing.
Oh no, tomorrow's the rollout. I just didn't know what it was gonna be. I've been preparing myself. I was about to. Well, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
All right, cool. But yeah, guys. If you guys actually want to check out my latest TikTok now, I just uploaded a little bit of the promo from the Bray Wyatt stuff and my thoughts on it. So go check that out on my TikTok. It's right there. It legitimately just uploaded, so you guys have something there to definitely witness. But it's time for us to get right in to Friday Night SmackDown. So Let me just get my notes up, and we will be right there. All right. All right, cool. Alrighty, I think we are good to go. Maybe. There we go. There we go. So we are good to go now. Thank you guys for that. Where is everybody? It's usually us on Friday nights, man. It's usually us.
Gotta find a bent. I'm freaking late.
I got no idea where Nate is, but yeah, he here. But yeah, we are here. We're gonna be doing Friday Night SmackDown. Just let me get something up real quick. Okay. Nope, we are good. Let me just go back there. All right, guys. So we started off Friday Night SmackDown tonight as we have Cole and Bear explaining what we just saw, with everything from the car crash that happened outside the arena, where they basically broke news saying that a car crash happened involving Karrion, Kross, and Scarlett. And then Drew McIntyre just comes out of nowhere and just, attacks Kross for absolutely no reason. The guy's in absolute distress from getting into a car accident, and the man's just getting attacked. That's just so... Honestly, it's really rude of McIntyre. It actually makes me think that he did it.
I hope he did.
You hope he did the car crash?
Yeah.
Why do you want Karrion Kross to be in a car crash? What?
Drew did it. I hope we're pushing to like weeks of just Drew doing terrible things to Karrion. How that Extreme Rules match ended. This is good.
Well, I mean, I guess. First time back and everyone's gone. No, everyone's still here. Everybody's still a part of OTB. It's just that, things come up, man, and sometimes people can't make the show. But yeah, we are always here. I'm always here. Loft's always here on Friday nights. It's just scheduling. It's not a problem. But yeah, so they covered everything that happened in the car crash. They run down the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship's #1 contender spot. But in this condition, it looks like Kross might not be able to compete tonight. I wonder why. And we will have the return of Bray Wyatt as well tonight. So they also ran that down. At first, the whole Bray Wyatt thing is said up next.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck? We're just starting off with it? And then during the rest of the show, it said tonight. I'm like, what happened?
They kept saying up next, and then they said tonight. They kept changing it back and forth. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Honestly, in my mind, I think they kind of just aired the whole up next thing way too soon.
Yeah, probably.
They probably just clicked the wrong graphic.
Yeah, most likely.
And and obviously commentary, they have to legitimately save their own asses at times. So maybe they were just trying to save their own asses. But I mean, it's still Kevin Dunn. You still have to worry about that fucker. So he probably just clicked the wrong thing.
In the I don't know. I think it was the Sammy match or it was the main event. The camera cuts were ridiculous. He made like 8 camera cuts in like a few seconds. I'm like, why are you cutting the camera so?
Kevin Dunn is legitimately the king of camera cuts. It's just.
Oh my gosh!
It legitimately. It makes me motion sickness.
Bro, I was like, yo, what is going on? He just kept cut in like a few seconds. I'm like, what is going on? She was crazy. I forget what magic was, but goodness gracious.
It makes me motion sick. Like,
that shit was bad.
Yeah. Now, so one thing I like actually being there live is that we don't actually get these camera cuts.
Yeah. Shit.
But yeah. But yeah, so we actually started off the night with Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn. I thought this was a great opener. It's not that Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn were gonna have a bad match by any means. I think these guys are just absolutely hilarious, and they're great together. Sami Zayn, before the match even starts, he had a phone call from Roman Reigns, and Jay was there, Solo was there, and and Roman, he was talking to Sami and everything like that, but he also wanted to talk to Jay. We didn't hear anything from Roman, but it looked like Roman was pretty upset that Jay didn't help Sami win on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, you talking to him like it was his dad or something. I don't know what was good. That's they're making this work. They're making this work. And it sucks to say because I do not like the fact that they're still like this prominent on the show, but they're making it work. And I don't know how they're making it work.
It's interesting, bro. Come on
Yeah,
now. Like this is really interesting to figure out. Like, why is Sami like legitimately the prodigal son of Roman Reigns while his cousins are just in the background? So I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's in a family. Like what?
it's making me like Jey Uso a lot more.
Yes.
Because he's doing a great job. If anybody is, of course, Sami is. He's doing a great job at his role right now. I love it.
So Jay's like, you're the tribal chief. All right, I'll help him win.
Absolutely great.
I saw your video today. He's legitimately just defeated. He's just defeated. He's just going with it because he just kind of has to, and it's gonna make him blow up at some point.
That blow up is going to be great.
Yes. So we have Kofi, we have Sami in this match tonight. Jay is with Sami at ringside. Obviously, Xavier's with Kofi. And this match was pretty damn good for what it was. We had not even pretty damn good. It was incredible. These guys, their in-ring chemistry is top notch. Honestly, I really loved this match to start off the show. This match was great.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was. That they killed it. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah. Kofi hit a big flipping senton over the top rope. Looked fantastic. Both men back in the ring. As Wiz and Jay argue, Jay super kicks him just hard way, bro. It looked fucking tough.
Clocked him. He clocked his head.
Out of nowhere, we see a blue thunder bomb from Sami Zayn. I fucking love that move. Why can't that be his finisher, bro?
It has to be sooner or later. It has to be because it's such a freaking good move. You got to win off it at some point.
1, 2, kick out. Fucking incredible. Sami misses a Luva kick in the corner, but gets hit with a flying axe handle. Kofi then pumps up the crowd, but Jay distracts him. Sami then rolls him up for a 2 count. Trouble in Paradise missed. Kofi rolls up Sami, but Jay kicks Sami and reverses the roll up. 1, 2, 3. Sami picks up the win. Sami thinks he did this all by himself.
Hey,
but
man.
Jay, he really did help him out, and we would have learned that later on in the night.
Damn.
What happened?
Luck is being so stupid right now. I'm sorry. It's being so freaking stupid.
No worries. Post-match, Kofi and Xavier are pissed as Sami celebrates. We cut to the back with Triple H talking to security and police as Rey interjects. He says that he reached his breaking point on Raw, and he doesn't see a way going forward. to being on Raw anymore because he won't fight his son even at his worst. Rey looks heartbroken and he wants to tell Triple H that to his face that he quits the WWE. Triple H says that he can't imagine it, but there has to be another way. Let's talk for 5 minutes and let me think about it with you. And they go into his office and they talk about it for basically the rest of the show. It was just out of nowhere. And I tweeted on, I just tweeted out there, I'm like, did we just see Rey Mysterio quit the WWE on live television? It was just a very bizarre way to do it.
I was really hoping not.
like, it was just a very bizarre way of doing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, I was like, well, shit. All right.
The way everyone reported it was real, too. So I was very confused for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You know that retirement ceremony that was supposed to happen on Monday Night Raw? I thought we were going to be getting that. Again.
Oh, no.
Remember that, though? That was insane.
That was something.
That was an insane time. After that, we had a promo video highlighting the return of Brock Lesnar that hypes up next week. Monday Night Raw heading into Lesnar's return. Miz versus Loomis and Rollins versus Riddle for the United States Championship.
That's interesting.
Okay. So we'll have Rollins and Riddle again. Obviously, the Lesnar return. And Miz and Loomis. We're finally actually getting a match between these two fuckers. But, I mean, if Miz wins, Loomis is gone forever. If Loomis wins, he gets a contract.
Well, Miz lost that one.
Miz is losing.
Yeah.
Why would they bring Loomis back just to say that he's gone forever? No.
Yeah.
So after go ahead.
I mean, Miz is in trouble.
Oh, yeah. So after commercial break, we see a video package for NXT's Halloween Havoc next Tuesday. We cut to Roxanne Perez. She's absolutely gorgeous. I'm sorry.
I didn't know she was going to be on the show today. I knew they were doing the whole pick your poison thing. I did not expect to see her. That's cool.
On last week's NXT, they said that you guys are going to go to Raw and SmackDown, and you guys are going to pick your opponents from there.
That was good to see her.
She's a beautiful woman. I don't know about you, but she looks stunning to me.
I ain't gonna cap. I was much more focused on Raquel.
Let me guess, Raquel. Yeah.
I was more so surprised at what was going on. I didn't know what. I was astonished by 3 things in this whole promo. There's a lot of things happened. It was nuts.
So we see that Roxanne Perez is talking to Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi. Sorry, Gonzalez.
God.
It's still fucking Gonzalez to me. I'm sorry. I know it's been so long that it's been Raquel Rodriguez, but I can't get away from it.
They're never gonna change that back, are they?
No, they're not. They probably won't.
All right.
I really do wish Triple H could, but I don't know. They talk about how she's changed. Apparently Dakota has changed. No, wait, no, not Dakota. The other one. Who's she facing at Halloween? Oh, Cora Jade. Saying that how she changed. Roxanne asked Raquel to be the choice for the match on Tuesday. So interesting. Raquel's going back to NXT for at least this one time.
That's gonna be good. I hope she doesn't stay there, but just for this match.
I'm hoping for it's at least this one time too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's kind of past NXT at this point, especially this new era. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like Raquel is going to be facing Cora. Now we're going to have to look to Monday Night Raw this coming Monday, to where we'll see Cora Jade on Raw, and she will pick Roxanne's opponent.
Yeah.
So we'll see there. And that one's going to be very interesting because the Monday Night Raw roster is a lot more stacked
Yeah.
than SmackDown. So it's going to be very interesting to see where she picks.
Yeah. A lot more options.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some people right now that would have a great match with Cora Jade, and honestly, it's still that entire division. That entire division can still have some great matches with Cora Jade because Cora's great.
Yeah, I was a very angry man when she returned. I mean, when she turned heel.
Yeah.
Just in the way that she did, I was not really messing with that. But I think the heel turn has made her somewhat better. I'm not sure really how yet, but I feel like it made her a lot better. So it's working. It's
Yeah.
working right now.
So I mean, we'll see. We'll see where things go. It's gonna have to be a babyface. At least I would think. Because Cora Jade's this massive heel now on NXT. When she like oh wait, I don't know. I really don't, because maybe she would choose some kind of a powerhouse possibly to go after a small stature Roxanne, but I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
That's
they have a
interesting.
lot of room to work. I'll say they have a lot of room to work right now. So
Yeah.
Just gonna let them work and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's gonna be working well for both of them regardless. And honestly, Roxanne, she didn't look too bad tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. It was just a very small chance though to see her because it was a short 6-woman tag that happened tonight. It did not last long at all.
She looked like she fit right in, so
yeah. So we cut there. We see her talking to Raquel and Shotzi. She picks Raquel to be the match on Tuesday. Damage Control then walk up. And Roxanne was going to pick Bayley, but she hasn't been on much of a winning streak as of late. Bayley says that she's not on her level, and she was meaning height-wise. So there you go. That's just short people talk.
Short people talk.
I mean, it always happens. It always happens to us short kings and queens over here. So it happens.
That's crazy.
It always does, bro. They always do that thing, and I'm like, oh, okay. There's one good thing about being small. I could get you right there, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
That's crazy.
So she basically makes fun of her height, and tonight it looks like Damage Control will be facing Shotzi, Raquel, and Roxanne. So, and it was that exact case, but later on in the night. We then cut to 2 local jobbers in the ring.
Yay.
And it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. Yay.
So happy to see these 2 jabronis walk out there.
Right? James Maverick and Brian Thomas are here in the ring. Those would be 2 just local jabronis out there on the street saying, hey, James Maverick, come to Friday Night SmackDown. Brian Thomas, get over here. You're going to be squashed tonight.
Just like that. So I saw 2 people in the ring. I was like, okay, here comes Braun. They're going to do this right now, I guess.
Michael Cole even said jabroni on commentary.
He definitely did. He definitely did say that.
He did say jabroni.
He knows what's up.
It was Braun Strowman versus these 2 schmucks. It didn't last longer than well, actually no. I shouldn't even fucking say that because even though it was a handicap match, it lasted a lot longer than what it was fucking supposed to be because of fucking Omos.
Yeah, I heard MVP was at the show. I was like, oh god, they're definitely gonna try to do this crown jewel angle. I don't know who in the world wants to watch Omos and Braun slam heads against each other for 15 minutes at Crown Jewel. I don't get it.
Braun
Maybe someone
Strowman's
can enlighten me.
6'8". Omos is 7'3".
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
what did we
ridiculous.
get ourselves into?
These two are gonna throw. There's gonna be just mad meat slapping around in that match. I don't want to watch it. I don't like it. I do not. I think Triple H can make it a good match, but as of right now, I just
I'm not sure about that. I'm really not. I'm not. I trust Triple H and all, but I don't trust Omos.
They got to do like a ring collapse freaking segment for me to get like
Right.
something.
That is legitimately the only way I'll be interested. And they can make it happen. He's like 400 pounds is Omos, and like Braun is like 382.
Oh yeah.
So it could happen. We need the next Braun. We need the next. Well, Brock Lesnar and the Big Show was the first one, but I was talking about Big Show and Mark Henry type thing.
Well, that was crazy.
That was a vengeance, bro.
That was crazy. That was fun.
That vengeance pay-per-view was actually all not that bad. Not all that bad either. From what I remember, at least. I mean, maybe it was. Maybe it sucked.
2011, wasn't it?
Maybe it sucked. I don't know.
Was that 2011?
I think so.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad show at all. From what I gotta ask Saul. I know he remembers. I don't remember that much at all.
Actually, you know what? No, this is actually going to bother me now. So I'm looking at Vengeance 2011. Yep, this is it. We had Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan in a dark match.
Okay.
I would have liked to see that on the main show. Damn.
Yeah.
That only lasted 5 minutes though, apparently. So I don't know.
Right.
Air Boom. I love that tag team.
Air Boom.
Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal, and Kofi Kingston. They defended their WWE Tag Team Championships, the penny belts. The penny belts.
I like those belts.
I did too. Against Dolph Ziggler and Jake Hager. Jack Swagger. Dolph Ziggler then defeated Zack Ryder for the United States Championship. Well, defended.
All right.
So, oh my God, that's right. He pulled double duty that night.
That's ridiculous.
Beth Phoenix defended the Divas Championship against Eve Torres.
Shout out Eve Torres, man. Eve Torres wasn't that bad.
I love Eve Torres.
First
of all, she's stunning. She's a beautiful woman. And second of all, she was not bad in that ring at all.
Eve Torres got the job done.
Kelly and Natalya were banned from ringside, apparently.
Oh. Kind of see what that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Kelly and Eve Torres were like best friends. And so
Kelly was still there at that point?
Yeah, Kelly in 2011? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Easily there in 2011, bro.
2011, huh?
And then, well, that's right. Natalya and Beth Phoenix, weren't they like the Divas of Doom or something like that?
I think,
yeah. It's 2011, bro. It's like 11 years ago.
Oh, that's very foggy for me right now.
I was only 1 year into the company, so I don't know. Sheamus, that's my man right there, defeated Christian. All right. Miz and R-Truth defeated Triple H and CM Punk. That's fucking crazy.
That's a crazy match.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Wow.
The Awesome Truth defeated Triple H and CM Punk.
Why were they in the... What? So many questions.
And that was a 15-minute match.
So many questions need to be answered.
Randy Orton defeated Cody Rhodes. Okay, so now we're just losing now.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, great. Okay.
It makes more sense than the last one.
Mark Henry defeated. Mark Henry versus the Big Show ended in a no contest because the ring exploded.
Yeah.
That was for the World Heavyweight title. Mark Henry was the champion at the time. I love that. Mark Henry as the champion. That was the Hall of Fame stuff. Not Hall of Fame. Hall of Pain stuff.
Hall of
Great.
Fame Mark Henry was a different man.
I loved it. And then, oh shit, I can't even say this guy's name because of what he's done. The guy with Ricardo Rodriguez defeated John Cena in the
Oh,
Last Man Standing match.
that guy.
Defeated John Cena in the Last Man Standing match for the WWE title.
Okay. Huh.
And now it's basically a half hour. God damn, what the fuck?
They let those two go.
27 minutes and 4 seconds.
But that was, I guess, that was like a main storyline at that point. So
yeah. They only had 8,000 in attendance at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to WrestleSpot.
I hope he was there.
Yeah, and then that next pay-per-view was Survivor Series, where I believe it was like Miz and R-Truth taking on Cena and The Rock. yeah.
God.
But that time Cena and The Rock defeated Miz and R-Truth, so yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But it would have been crazy if Miz and R-Truth beat Cena and The Rock.
I kind of missed 2011.
2011 was a good time, bro. But yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of a review of Vengeance 2011.
Yeah.
Back to Friday Night SmackDown. But
Back to
in all seriousness, no, Braun Strowman, Omos, I don't care. I really don't care, especially if it's gonna happen at that Saudi show.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make the ring explode, and I mean legitimately explode, like the barbed wire death match that should have happened, to make me care.
They gotta do something. People keep trying to get me to understand it. I'm sorry. I don't know about that one.
What's there to understand? These guys are tall.
I don't
These
know.
guys are tall. We know this. These guys are heavy. They basically weigh 800 pounds together. We know that.
Like they're fighting over who's tall. Like they're both tall. They're both very tall.
I'm only 5 foot. They're skyscrapers to me. What do you want?
They're very, very tall.
So I mean, MVP said that Strowman said he may be a monster of all monsters, but some monsters should just stay in the shadows. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
After a commercial break, we see a highlight video regarding the good fashion Donnybrook match at Extreme Rules with the Brawling Brutes going over. We cut to the back as Solo, Sammy, and Jay. Jay asks for a thank you, as Sami Zayn says that he did it all on his own, and that he wants a little bit of credit this time around. And then it was like Roman calls him again, and Sami says that he did it all on his own. Jay asks, "Are you kidding me? Solo, did you see anything?" Solo then says that no, I didn't see anything. I was actually watching Sami Zayn, killing it out there, like he usually does. And then Solo daps him up, and he looks incredibly pumped up for his Fatal 4-Way tonight. So Solo Sikoa, the brother of Sami Zayn, just being there for his boy. It's like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, I'm legitimately your real brother here. You've seen me help this guy out who's not even a part of our family, and you're siding with him.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I I want to
It's
see.
great, bro. I love this. It just makes it
That's why it's
all the
like
more
hard
special.
because like it's so good. I want Solo to talk more.
Yeah.
I want him to be more. I feel like I feel like his role isn't to talk, but I want to see like I feel like he is leaning more towards Sammy at this point.
He
And
he he
I
he
don't know
is
why
like,
Jimmy wasn't there.
huh?
I didn't know why Jimmy wasn't there at the show like at all.
Yeah, me
From what
neither. They said he was there, but he was taking care of business. Like, I don't know what that means.
oh, he's all right, I guess.
But yeah, so it's like being with Sammy throughout all of this. It, it's such an intriguing part of the story, and the frustration that you see on Jay's face, it's gonna make it all the more special when just some shit goes down, because you know it's bound to happen.
Yeah,
But it's just like, we gotta wait and see, and we gotta just be patient, and I'm fine with that. I am. But a lot of people are just gonna want to have some instant gratification in all of this. I'm willing to wait. I don't know about a lot of other people though.
yeah. You're going to just let this go. Just let it go, and then see how far we get. Really,
Yeah.
it looks like it's on the way to something really really cool. So let it go.
We then had the moment of the night. Well, not moment of the night. The moment of the night was obviously Bray Wyatt, but up until this point, this was for sure a moment of the night for me. L.A. Knight. Yeah. He's back.
And with the NXT theme
Yes,
and the 2K22 fit, oh my gosh!
bro. Yeah.
But he looked like he's been waiting to come back.
Yeah. I say yeah, but it's not even a reference towards freaking LA Knight. It's just legitimately the truth. He is. He looks so happy being out there in his truest form of LA Knight. He just looked very happy being out there, man. Like, he was reborn tonight on SmackDown.
That boy, good man. The crowd. I think I was telling people in the chat. I was like, he's not gonna get over in the ring. Not saying he's a bad wrestler, but he's not gonna get like his most reception in the ring unless you like watch NXT. So I think like the most of the stuff you're gonna get from him is when you give him a mic, and that's why I was begging that he got a promo after the match, and he did.
I go
So
even further than that. If you watched anything that he did at Impact, you would
yeah,
know.
I keep forgetting about the Eli Drake stuff. I wasn't watching around that time, so I keep forgetting
I
about
I I actually was, and man, he was just as good, bro. He was
that.
just
Better.
as good during Impact. So Eli Drake, LA Knight, no matter how you know him as, he's just a great overall dude. And not to take anything away from his NXT stuff either, though, because his NXT stuff was stellar.
Yeah.
It's just, man, he's just back in his truest form, and he just looks very happy to be there and be in that spot. And the match was not bad at all. I mean, Mansoor is still a great guy in the ring. It's just he has this model gimmick.
I think they're still gonna make the male models work. I'm not sure how. I don't think it's gonna go away. I would hope if they brought a certain Mr. Breeze back to help him out, but I don't think I don't know how what we're looking at as far as like developments on that. If not, I still think they're about to do something really really cool with this. I'm not ready to just throw it away.
You'd put Tyler Breeze back into like that model role?
Of course,
Well, no, I won't. Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly where he should be. But with these guys,
because Only reason is because I feel like this needs a lot more than just someone who the crowd may not know as much as like Maxine. I feel like you add Tyler Breeze to it, and now you have someone who the crowd knows, and now they may not be invested into all of them, but they're invested into him, and he's with them, so it works, or at least it
Yeah.
should work. It should. So I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'd love to see Tyler back. Trust me. I love Tyler Breeze. I loved him even when he was in NXT. With the selfie stick and everything like that.
I hate that selfie stick crap. I was heated with this, so I love that selfie stick,
I
man.
loved it, bro.
But Tyler
They
Breeze is a
didn't.
good character,
They didn't really need to use it when he was doing the whole fashion police shit, but no, they made it work. um, I'd love to have Fandango back too. I really would. I don't doubt both of them back.
What is he doing now?
I really don't know what Dongo's doing.
Huh.
If anybody knows, let us know in the chat. I'll highlight it. I'll talk about it. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, would I love to have Tyler back for sure? Because I think he's incredible. Dongo's on Impact?
What?
What?
All right, guess I gotta start watching Impact again.
He has blonde hair. I
No, he doesn't. What?
I had to look this up.
What?
I had to look this up.
I haven't seen that man in years. Just signed with Impact last week. What?
Last week? Oh, okay. So this is recent.
Impact getting some people over there. All right.
Holy shit, he has blonde hair.
Don't make me start watching again.
Oh, but wait a second. That's right. His name is now Dirty Dongo.
Dirty Dongo. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a name.
Makes Impact. Oh, it just happened at Bound for Glory. Oh.
Oh, I thought you
Oh. Okay.
That's cool.
So PW Mania reports that Fandango, now known as Dirty Dango, or Dongo, whatever way you want, Fandango, made his debut and accepted Brian Myers' open challenge for the Impact Digital Media Championship. Oh, okay. That's right. I did hear it was an open challenge. Myers then submitted Dango with a roster cutter, with a roster cut. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's actually a pretty cool name. Holy shit! Like your future endeavor.
He stole my flow.
Like your future endeavor. You should get royalties for that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I thought
the roster cut. That's actually pretty sick.
That's a nice name. It's a very nice name.
It is unknown if it'll be Dongo's only appearance or if additional appearances are planned. In May, Dango announced his intention to say goodbye forever to the pro wrestling industry. That's right. He was thinking about retiring. WWE released Dongo last year as a result of the budget cuts. You can watch the highlights from his debut here. Okay.
You saw Bully came back and confronted Josh Alexander. I was pissed.
Yeah, I was like, really? Are we really bringing him back now? Why?
He wrestles the same, but I was like, come on now. If he ends up beating Josh Alexander, woof.
Yeah, that you're legitimately going back like 12, like not even 12 years. I'd say 15.
Going back away, back when I was still watching, so that is had to be 2013.
Like, man,
I just talked to Tommy about that one.
I'm happy for Dongo though. I mean, if he's there in Impact and if it's like an actual like deal for him, I'm good. I'm happy for him. Good for him. But
definitely good to see him.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'll watch Impact next Thursday.
What channel does it come on?
It's on Access TV. I don't have access, so you'd have to watch it on the site.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can watch it there, but it's on Access TV, but nobody fucking has it.
I don't have access to Access. I don't know about that.
I don't have access to Access, and I keep telling Tommy Impact that, but he just doesn't believe me.
You gotta help me out or something. I gotta call. Yeah, you gotta call me. Gotta help me out with that one.
And I have the big box on my TV. I at least thought I would have it with the big box, but no.
I can't believe I'm speaking about watching Impact again in 2022.
Who the fuck watches Impact, right? Nah, I'm kidding, Tommy.
I'm gonna try. Every time I hear something about it, it's like, oh, this is good. Oh, that's cool too. That's cool. So
it seems like Impact is on the rise again, and I'm like, why haven't we heard about this? Well, it's not on the rise in terms of like venue, because they're still in that freaking Impact zone, which like holds 12 people. But like,
what is that like their performance center? Like what?
I have no idea, bro. They're not touring, and it's been like fucking 3 years.
I didn't know. Wow. So they're staying in the okay.
They're not touring.
Like with NXT just never leaving the PC.
Huh. Yeah, they're not touring. So, or at least I don't think they are. They really only tour during the pay-per-views. I see them in different places for the pay-per-views, but it's in small venues. I gotta talk to Tommy because I don't know why the fuck they're not really doing that stuff anymore. Because I'm telling you, man, like apparently from what I'm hearing, like these Impact shows are great. Why aren't you trying to move anywhere?
I might have to come back. Back.
Oh no, we'll see. Next Thursday, we'll see.
Oh, you saw Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea might come back?
Yeah. Yep.
That's something. That's keep your eye on it at least.
Very, very true. So we have a rare chin lock, slowing down the match.
Oh god.
Oh, this is a rear naked choke.
Yuck.
By Mansoor. As Knight fights to his feet and avoids the suplex. Knight hits a big leaping neck breaker and a stomp to the face of Mansoor. A flying shoulder block from the apron. Very Sheamus-esque. Remember when Sheamus used to do that?
Oh, yeah.
So he did that flying shoulder block. Catches Mansoor. Kick and sends him overhead. Mansoor, Marseille, I should say, on the apron, gets knocked off, and a BFT by Knight for the win. 1, 2, 3. LA Knight wins. After the match, Knight gets on the mic and says, "Let me talk to you."
Yeah.
I didn't just do that for you. And he says that he doesn't need anyone saying his name, and everyone is on notice. From here on out, you're gonna get your ticket punched because it's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The commentators then hype up Bray Wyatt's return next. But it wasn't. Because it was a 6-woman tag.
It's like up next. I was like, oh! No, never mind. Here comes Shotzi. I was like, okay. All right. Okay.
After the commercial break, we saw a little bit of a video package from the Extreme Rules Bray Wyatt come back, but then we cut to the 6-woman tag. So I was like, oh, shit. All right.
It keeps showing. I was like, I watch it every day. I promise you, I watch it every day.
I promise you, I watch it. I have it on my TikTok. I go to that video every day.
Please.
This match wasn't long, though, for Damage Control and the other girls. Roxanne looked great in the moments that she did. She had her chance to shine. To me, it was just a great taste for her on the main roster, right? Getting her out there in front of the main roster crowd, seeing how she fares. She fared well.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see whenever they call her up, because she's obviously wrestled before. Like, she's not really in the same position as a lot of other NXT superstars. As far as
she came from Ring of Honor, man, so that helps a lot.
She's very much ready for Raw or SmackDown. Hopefully SmackDown, because Raw's getting everybody, but hopefully SmackDown. I hope the rest of these like returns and call ups are mainly centered towards SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? But very good show for her.
She came from Ring of Honor as Roxy, so she knows what she is doing in that ring. Obviously, with the Ring of Honor experience, she knows not only what she's doing in the ring, but what she's doing in front of a camera. She seemed just like very poised out there and just ready for this opportunity. I mean, she's just held her own, and that's honestly what you're just looking for on your debut without being it as a debut, because I think she'll still be in NXT after all this.
Yeah.
Now, do you think she's ready for a call up soon? No.
Yeah.
She looks ready. Like, she definitely looks ready.
Definitely.
So, I think that's honestly just up to Triple H at that point, though. Just making sure that she knows that she's ready, making sure that he knows that she's ready. They'll get her up here. It's just got to be some time.
I think we're going to see a lot of call ups after Halloween Havoc too.
Okay.
Like Halloween Havoc, it may be like the time where they start pulling. I don't know for sure, obviously, but as far as like Mello and people like that, I feel like that's when stuff may move towards SmackDown. So I'm just hoping and praying at this point.
I think Wes leaves Tuesday with the title.
Yeah, I think I would go that direction too. Or that other dude is in. I forget his name. Damn, I forget his name. But as long as Mello loses, so he can go somewhere else, I'm cool. Because I feel like I know a lot of people wanted him to go over against Braun Breaker, but I think Braun's about to lose to someone at that Halloween Heavy pay per view. I'm not sure.
I'd give it to Tyler Bate, bro. I'd give it. Oh, not Tyler Bate. Jesus, I'd give it to Ilya Dragunov. I really would.
Yeah, I don't think he lost his. I don't think he lost his belt, right? He just relinquished it because he got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, just follow Braun and freaking Mello.
Because Tyler Bate won that vacated title, and then it brought to Tyler Bate and Braun Breaker, where Braun technically unified the titles, but basically got rid of the UK title.
Okay.
So it's Carmelo Hayes, Oro Manza.
He's nice. He had a match against Mello. He's good.
He looked good though. I did see him, so he did look good. Wesley Von Wagner, my boy.
Von.
What the fuck is a Von Wagner?
That guy.
Obviously, still nothing because he hasn't done shit. And then Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier's a very good pick.
Yeah, he's nice. He is really good.
So if it's either Frazier or Lee, I am not going to be mad. I mean, if it's Carmelo Hayes, I'm not going to be mad either. But Carmelo's ready to get called up, so just call him up. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a fucking ambulance match on Tuesday.
There's an ambulance match?
Yeah, Julius Creed takes on Kemp.
Oh, he did say that. I forgot about that. Oh, he did say that.
If Julius loses, Brutus Creed is leaving NXT, but that can't happen because they're the fucking Creed brothers, right? So
yeah.
Unless one Creed brother is like contracts ending, but the other one isn't. I don't fucking know. Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller, that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah. That man Apollo, that Grayson Waller feud, he is hilarious.
And fucking Alba Fire, please win the title. Jesus Christ.
Nah, man, we gotta sacrifice. Kayla, you gotta sacrifice her too.
Why? I thought you wanted Mandy gone.
Yeah, but now we gotta go towards Nikita now. I think she's undefeated. I'm pretty sure
Isn't Alba undefeated ever since becoming this?
In singles competition, she might be. I feel like she lost to Lash at some point.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I haven't seen it much.
All I know is Nikita's undefeated, as far as I remember. So
I mean, I know
I
you want
think they're.
Nikita as champion, but
I think
Alba
I think
Fire losing
I
to
think
Mandy
Sean knows.
Rose?
Yeah, I don't think Alba's gonna lose clean. I don't think she's gonna lose clean at all. So she'll still look strong. I think we're preparing for Nikita. I ain't gonna get. I think Sean. I think I gotta call Sean, but I think me and Sean are on the same wavelength right now. I think it's
Ross
Nikita.
Sapp?
Huh?
Ross
No,
Sapp?
Michaels.
Oh,
HBK.
you say
I,
Sean.
that, I'm pretty sure people keep telling me him and Bruce are booking the show, which kind of scares me. But
Yeah, it's still Sean and Bruce.
I'm going. I think they're all in on Nikita right now because they market her a lot. Like think of like she's on the NXT banner. They had her at the Bianca and Bailey match. I think they're like marketing her for something. I think because
You
I think they realize what the kind of presence she has, at least on
you want to
internet.
know what those little appearances at Extreme Rules reminded me of?
What?
See, oh man, I don't think you're gonna get this because you didn't watch early NXT days.
Mm-mm.
During the NXT takeovers, they had little things like that for potential signees for NXT. They did that with Drew McIntyre at one point. They did this with they did it with like I keep forgetting. They did those things for like potential signees for NXT at the
Mm-hmm.
time. They did it with
Hmm.
Nikita Lyons. They did it with Braun Breaker, I think.
Yeah.
And did they do it for a third person? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it was only Nikita and Braun.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Either way, those signified potential and or basically confirmed signees for NXT at the time. I'm telling you guys
Mm.
right now that those from Extreme Rules, we might be getting call-ups from those guys very soon. If Nikita gets called up to the main roster, I'm not going to be shocked.
Oh, I'll freaking lose it. Oh,
Because we know Braun's coming up to the main roster.
yeah,
Inevitably. I'm
yeah.
telling you right now, this Tuesday, he loses that title and he's going up to the main roster. Nikita, I'm not too sure. Would I love her to beat Mandy? Yeah. But do I think it's time for Alba to get that championship and get Mandy fucking off as champion? Also, yes. So,
Hey, if Alba does it, do it, please. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know.
if you guys in the chat remember some of the other, um, you know, um, potential signees that happen in that type of fashion, like the way they did it for Extreme Rules, let us know in the comments. I'll definitely remember them if you type in some, but I don't know. I just couldn't, think of some at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, like those definitely reminded me of some NXT stuff that happened back in the old Black and Gold days. So it was very cool to see it like that. Damage Control won. Uh, it was a roll up to Roxanne. I don't know why you had to give it to Roxanne as the pinfall. That kind of, I didn't really like that all too much, but it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So we had Hit Row next. Hit
Oh,
Row.
this shit. Oh my god, this shit was good to me.
So Hit Row, they make their way down to the ring. Pretty good ovation. I still don't think they're really that over with the fans yet.
Nah.
It was decent. It was a decent crowd reaction, but it wasn't anything like it usually was back in NXT. But then again, no Swerve too. It's Swerve, man. It sucks.
I said that
But
when it came out. I just miss Swerve. I miss him a lot. I miss him a lot, man. I miss him a lot.
I think we talked about this point earlier, Corbin. Not earlier on in this show, but in other streams. Mello joining Hit Row, I'm not too sure about it. I'm not. I think he would fit, but I think he just needs to stay solo uh with his guy in Trick Williams. I don't think Mello would be a good guy for Hit Row.
I, yes and no. Yes and no. I don't know. It would have
It's
worked,
a
but I just
touchy
no.
subject with him because
Melo's character is so freaking awesome, but it's like he would give them a huge boost,
yeah,
but I just don't think Melo needs it. I think Melo is going to be a mega star doing what he's doing right now with Trick.
he doesn't need to be stuck in a staple like that because
And
he has
besides,
so
I
much
think
potential.
it's gonna feel it's not gonna feel organic because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, Melo's trying to be Swerve." They just have to let it go. And
Exactly.
if the Swerve never comes back, he never comes back. If he does come back, then even better. But they might just have to let this rock and just get organically over it because one person doesn't make a group, the whole group makes a group. So as much as we miss Swerve being there, they may just have to get. I think this Legado feud actually is going to get them on the road to being more over because I feel like they're about to have some really cool matches with them, as
They're
opposed to
bringing that feud back from NXT.
yeah.
So
And that was when I first started watching when Hit Row first debuted. So I saw all of this. So I was just completely invested into this tonight.
now that did have Swerve involved, so they're gonna have to try to
Yeah, I was like, it's 3-on-2. So how in the world are they gonna? If, I assume Santos is gonna wrestle at some point, you
yeah.
know. And thing is, Melo joining Hit Row wouldn't be bad because Melo and Santos already had a feud, you know. So that ties up the Melo and Santos feud and the Hit Row and Legado feud. But I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of factions, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they are pretty faction. They're like 9 factions now. That's crazy. They definitely are.
I'm
Damn.
telling you, these trios championships are at least a possibility. I
I'm
I
I'm
know
so
I
scared
know
of
I
that.
know it's not really gonna be well received, but it's a strong possibility that it could happen.
Yeah, I'm so scared of that. Very
Hit
scared of that.
Row, they took on Legado Del Fantasma and Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild. I love both of them. I really do. Santos just looks like a fucking star, and Zelina, she she was there, and she looked great. This group really does fit really well together, and I'm loving what Zelina's doing with them. I do. I loved Electra. Don't get me wrong, but I think Zelina just fits a little bit more. She fits more of that prick lifestyle that they do.
I This is going to cause me to like Zelina a lot more. 'Cause I think they already did her a huge injustice with having her be queen in the ring and then like it going away so fast. Um Zelina looks absolutely amazing with them. So I'm really into this, and I think that was the best way they could have um brought Zelina back. Only thing is, whatever Electra's doing, I'm pretty sure they just got her in there like trying to get better, but I just don't want them to go into an Electra and Zelina feud. I just hope that Electra and Zelina become a tag team. So now you have another women's tag team to go off of. Now you have Electra and Zelina there, and they can represent Legado in the women's tag team division.
So you think Electra's still going to be a part of them?
I hope so. I know it's easier for Electra to say, "Oh, you took my spot." I hope it doesn't go that way. I really hope it doesn't go that way.
Supernova, that's easily happening. Santos and Rey
Oh,
Mysterio.
nah,
Now that Rey is on SmackDown, as
nah,
soon as Rey
that's like
moved, as soon as Rey got moved to SmackDown in that Fatal 4-Way, I'm like, easily thinking of a Rey Mysterio Santos feud. There's no way of going back out there now.
I was watching the Rey Mysterio and Andrade matches like they had. I feel like they had those matches like on Raw, right?
Yep.
Those matches were ridiculous. Those like pay-per-view matches just casually on Raw.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
And
god.
that's
I watched
exactly
this
what we're
match a
going to
few days
get with
ago.
Santos, too. Because Santos is just as good as Andrade, bro.
But
Just
this is
as.
on Monday, and these two were just out there for like 20 minutes. Oh,
Rey
that shit was crazy.
Mysterio and Santos are it's easily happening. Because didn't Rey and Dominic just show up randomly on NXT to face these guys?
I think so.
At
Or
one
something
point,
like
I
that.
believe they did, and it was too little too late when they could have done that months ago at that time.
Shit, in my universe mode, I had Ray and Dom join Legado.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I definitely had it. I think it should and just have, well, yeah.
well,
This is for the Judgment Day stuff.
isn't Santos's whole thing is that like he's like legitimately should be the only luchador in fucking existence, and he's trying to like tear it down?
From what I remember, yeah. I haven't heard him really talking like a promo in a while, but from what I remember, I believe so.
Because he takes off his luchador mask as a sign of disrespect
Yeah.
for the whole thing. So it's such a crazy thing, bro. That's gonna be so good when that happens, though, because you know it's happening. Rey Mysterio and Santos, that's inevitable.
It writes itself.
So the Hit Row and Legado match, really good for what it was. We had Top Dollar, sorry. He beals Cruz and tosses him across that ring like it's nothing. Just chucks him.
Yeah.
Like Keith Lee did to Isaiah Cassidy. But this time, we didn't hear a scream like Isaiah did. Remember Keith Lee's debut?
Just tosses him over the
Just tosses him, and we and we hear that scream that Cassidy does all the time.
That's great.
So he just tosses him like it's nothing. He hits a shimmy shake elbow drop. That was kind of corny as fuck, but you know what? You do you.
Reminds me of the MVP thing.
Yeah.
I feel like he get over if he does it enough.
The fucking ball and elbow thing, yeah.
That was over in 2007. I was in the crib.
That was really good. I was like, ballin'.
MVP is crazy.
So he does the shimmy shake elbow. Santos then drags Adonis off the ring apron. He fucking hit his head on those steps, bro. He had no hands.
Yeah, I thought they messed that up. He smacked off those steps. That shit look
He
dirty.
had no hands. That was all freaking head on those steps, bro.
That shit look dirty.
Oh man. So he just knocks him off the apron as Zelina just takes out B-Fab. I hope B-Fab's okay. Because it looked like she hit her head hard on that mat.
Both Adonis and B-Fab took bumps.
Yeah.
Quick.
Because when Zelina was jumping off the steps, I thought she was gonna do her Hurricane Rana gimmick, because that's what she used to do all the time whenever she interfered in Andrade matches.
Yeah.
I thought she was just gonna do the Hurricane Rana. But no, she just does a freaking Lutez press and smacks her head on the concrete. I was like, Jesus, Zelina.
That one looked like it hurt a little bit.
But then again, I think she did it that way because I don't know if B-Fab has ever really been in a match for that long to even take a Hurricane Rana.
I think she had her first match at a live show against Natalia like 2 weeks ago. Maybe probably last week, I think.
So she is gonna be in the ring?
At some point, yeah, because she definitely had her first match at a live show. I remember I did see that.
Did they do something with her and Alexa though at one point?
Yeah.
Or was that
NXT.
Lash?
No, that was Electra. Wait.
Oh,
yeah,
that
that was
was
Electra,
Electra.
yeah. It was like 2 matches though. It was like 2 minutes and it was really, really weird.
So Electra and Beef. Well, yeah. Oh wait, no, I do remember that. Yeah, because it looked like they were both fucking about to kill each other
Yeah,
at times.
I
It
didn't know
was
what was
bad.
going on. But
It was really bad. Um,
she had her first like official match as far as like being on the main roster. I want to say a week and a half ago. I want to say that, but I
and
don't.
against Natalia, because obviously she's just very
Yeah,
safe and she's just a veteran, so she'd help her
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Um, Toro with a drop kick and tags in wild. Uh, double drop kick to by Legado and a Shining Wizard leg sweep onto Dala for the win. So Legado won. Obviously the right call here. Legado had to have won this match, but against Hit Row, I feel like you'd probably want to, I mean, I know they're starting a feud with them, so I mean, obviously you have to have one lose to the other, but I don't know. I still feel like Hit Row is like very still new to us, so I thought you would at least kind of try to protect them.
I mean, I think that was the best way I could have did it because both of them are new and one of them had to lose. So
And it was an interference type of a thing, so
yeah,
it's not like they lost like completely clean.
yeah. I think it did what it
So
was supposed to do. I want to see how it develops though. 'Cause I want to see if they can really get back to how hot the NXT feud was.
right.
So something to watch,
Now this is when we got fucking insane because Liv Morgan,
bro.
she took out her inner Jeff Hardy tonight.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I need to see from all y'all women's wrestlers to say it better than Liv Morgan. Y'all say, "Oh, she can't do this. She can't do that." What now? She's trying stuff, and y'all are seeing that she wasn't playing. Now Triple H is letting her off and letting her do what she's supposed to do. I keep trying to let y'all know. I keep trying to let it's about to get bad. It's about to get bad.
So we cut to the back as Sonya Deville is being interviewed, running Liv Morgan down for her loss at Extreme Rules, saying that she had her chance to prove to us that she deserves to be SmackDown Women's Champion, and she failed. Not gonna say that Sonya was right or wrong here, but I think a lot of people were on the right side of all this. I don't know. People people turn on Liv Morgan just like that. So who knows? Maybe Sonya was speaking for those fans that that just turned on Liv Morgan for no reason.
I don't know. I had a Ronda Rousey hate page make an edit about me like 20 minutes ago because I was mad that Liv lost. But I mean,
Was it
it's
Steven in disguise or not?
no, it was somebody else. I was like, I'm not gonna. It made me laugh. I mean, I don't know.
Shout
I
out to
get.
Steven, bro. That wasn't a shot. That I just love Steven.
No, I was talking to him earlier about it. 'Cause we sent the joint in the group chat about the
Oh.
freaking that Ronda wasn't at the show. But I mean,
Yeah, she was on fucking YouTube Live, bro. What the fuck?
no, because I'm gonna say this here. I was told that her baby is sick. First of all, I'll pray make sure her baby's
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Make sure, yeah, the baby.
And
Pray
that's
for
the
the
thing.
baby.
I don't like when I state one thing and then people say something that I clearly had no idea about and try to make it something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously, I had no idea her baby was sick. I'm worried about what Rhonda's doing.
yeah, yeah.
I was completely me not knowing that her baby was sick. That must be why she's at home.
Well, how are we supposed to know? She's a
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
she's a champion, and we kind of expect her to be there, but we don't know
Exactly.
about her
I go off what I
child.
see. I'm not over here wishing anything bad on any members of her family. I'm
No,
going off what I see. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
have
and
I
she's
have
a
no
heel, so I'm
problem.
supposed to be angry at her, right? So
Yeah,
people like to change the narrative a lot, but again, I hope everything's cool with her.
I have no
I
problem with
don't-
her as a human being. She's probably a fine human being to maybe talk to.
Yeah, I just got
Uh,
issue with her being champion and her being a
yeah.
heel. It's like, oh, she's doing her job, so
Uh,
leave me alone. You
I
know what I'm
hate
saying?
I hate that excuse though. I really do. I
It's a very
and
it's a very safe excuse because people don't know how to explain when their favorite wrestler is bad at their job, but they just like to throw that out there and try to act like they know something. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't phase me anymore. I've heard them all. I've heard
Yeah,
them all.
yeah.
But again, prayers to her and her family. You know what I'm saying,
Oh
and
yeah, for sure.
hopefully at some point she shows back up to herself so she can do something with the fact that she's champion. So
Yeah.
we move on.
Um.
But on to more important
So
things. Liv Morgan put Sonya through a fucking table.
yes, yes, very true. Um. So she was running with Morgan down for how she lost at Extreme Rules. Liv then comes out of fucking nowhere and attacks Sonya, throwing her into the equipment boxes, a back suplex onto it. That didn't really look nice though. That was kind of a little sloppy. It seemed like they were both way too short for that road case, and
Yeah,
she kind of just placed her on there.
kind of hurt herself a little too. I was like, damn, that shit like it hurt
Yeah.
both of you.
Um. Morgan and smiles in a demon-like fashion. She looked fucking possessed, which, you know,
This is great.
it
Great things
goes
are
into
happening right
it
now.
goes into her profile on Twitter being all blacked out.
Yeah.
Wait a second. No, hold on a second. So now all of a sudden we have Liv Morgan. She has her profile blacked out. Seth Rollins, he has his profile all blacked out. And you, Loff, you've had your profile blacked out for like years. It seems like. So what's going on in your head, man? Are you having some inner demon thoughts here?
Hey,
Sure.
bro. One day you'll learn. One day everyone will learn. One day everyone will learn. One day soon. Not
everybody's just
now, but one day.
everybody's just blacking out their profiles. I feel like
I ain't gonna cap. I had mine blacked out for a separate reason, but
Listen, man, I'm
it,
not trying to have you spill your guts here. I was just like, just trying to, you know,
nah. Listen, if
put
if
things
if Liv,
together.
if Liv, if Liv calls me and say, "Yo, you're in the storyline now," shit, that's what I'm doing. So, that's my life now.
I was just making correlations to what's happening in your life, bro. Um,
Whenever Liv moves, I move. That's what we gonna do. You got to call
so
me.
um, so Morgan then smiles and clears off a table and slams Sonya onto it. Uh, Morgan she does a pump kick to Sonya. Fucking looked hard way, bro. Like I didn't see any leg slap, but it just looked like she kicked her in the fucking face.
Probably did.
um. So Morgan then climbs up the interview truss area. She climbed up the fucking scaffolding. I was legitimately thinking she was gonna do the fucking Hardy fingers, but nah, she just does the swan. She just does the senton, and I was like, oh shit.
She's great. She's freaking great.
She does this huge senton through the table onto Sonya. Liv then gives another smile demonically, and it cuts back to the ring. So she's trying to show that she's extreme, bringing out her inner Jeff Hardy. You know, Jeff Hardy would have done the exact same stunt. That's the only reason why I'm talking about Jeff here.
Hey, I
Jeff would
love
have
it.
done the same thing.
I love any excuse to talk about Jeff Hardy. That guy's great. But
Jeff would have done the exact same thing. Hell, he jumped off one of the production trucks back in like what 2008 against Umaga.
that was, oh my god, I thought he was done. I thought that was it.
Yeah, no, I think it was against Umaga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2008, I think 2007, 2008, one of those years. I was young. I don't know.
But it looked like it was at daytime. I'm like, what the fuck is it happening at daytime for?
They went like outside. It was a pay per view match, and they went like outside for some reason. And he just, I forget what the match was, but they went outside the arena for some reason. Falls to anywhere or something like that.
Yeah, but did it go all fucking night? Because it was daytime, I felt like.
No, I think the show was like early afternoon, and that might have been like one of the first matches, something like
um,
that. I don't know.
maybe it was Cyber Sunday. And it was during on like the afternoon or something like that. I don't know.
All right, because I remember when he did it. I have no idea what else happened on that show at all.
We then had the fatal 4-way though. I thought it probably could have been the fatal 5-way. I thought Rey Mysterio was gonna get involved in some way, shape, or form, but I didn't think he was just gonna replace Kross.
Yeah, definitely don't see that.
I hope actually Kross is okay. Like I hope that it wasn't like a legit car accident.
Oh no, I feel like if it was, they definitely would have broadcasted it. I'm assuming that it was K. I really hope that if it was real, I don't think they would have been like, "Oh, SmackDown starts with this." I hope not.
Because it did say breaking news, and I'm like, dude, please, don't let this be real.
I hope it's okay. Karrion was done.
His fatal 4-way though, fucking great.
Can I please get a Rey Mysterio and Ricochet match? Please, good. Oh my goodness.
Did you see how spiked Ricochet did? He
Yeah,
spiked him on his head, bro. Legitimately, like Shawn Michaels standing on his head, like Kumbaya style.
Ricochet's been selling great for like 3 weeks straight. I don't know what
Well,
his issue is.
Ricochet always sells great, but
God,
I mean, just look at that RKO spot that he did.
oh,
Ray basically broke his neck on live television, but didn't.
I was having a full argument with my friend because he was trying to tell me that Ricochet was a bad wrestler. I was enraged, kind of like,
Dude, I want
you
you to
have,
break up your friendship with that guy right now.
I can't. I
Like,
can't. I
like,
have to help him. I
like
have to help
right
him.
now. Call him up saying, no, you
You know,
can't be my friend anymore. Ricochet's great.
he's just lost. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna help. He didn't watch like a second of NXT, so I have to help him out.
Oh, okay.
I have to help him
Just
out.
show him Ricochet and Velveteen. You'll be fine.
I was gonna show him, Adam Cole. Shit, I was gonna show him. I was gonna shit. I could show him freaking Gunther from on SmackDown.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And now we're going to get Rey Mysterio and Walter Gunther.
That's
That's going
gonna
to be
be fun.
fantastic.
Ray's probably gonna get his head knocked off his shoulders, but
Dude,
he's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
good.
Yeah. But this match was great. 2 commercial breaks during this thing. I mean, I understand why, concerning how long it was. I don't know about you though, but when it comes to long matches like this on normal television, commercial breaks take it out of me so much.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, they have to do that because of freaking Fox and their commercial requirements, all that shit. But
Yeah,
I don't think they did any picture in picture tonight. Cause last
no,
week they did it a lot.
yeah. No, I didn't notice any picture in picture. If they did, it was I didn't see it.
Yeah, they
Um,
definitely need to at least do that because damn, I do understand the whole taking it out. I hate when like I'm invested into a match and then Pizza Hut, so I don't like that.
yeah.
I don't like that a lot.
And then even if it is picture in picture, I have to focus on one corner of the screen. You can't do that. You just can't.
I feel like their hands are tied though. Like they gotta show commercials in like that last, especially that last hour. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know how you would escape that unless just not putting the matches on the shows. But I feel like that sucks.
Yeah.
It's something you gotta deal with, unfortunately.
Oh, and Supernova, yes. Dragonoff and Walter from NXT UK,
Very good. Very,
fucking
very,
banger,
very,
bro.
very good.
Fucking banger. I mean, I don't know how much this guy is a fan of wrestling, but if you had like a good half hour to just show him anything, Walter and Dragonoff, that's something there.
No, he watched in like the prime, then like left around that 2015 era, then came back around quarantine. So
Oh,
like he
okay.
missed a lot. And it was
Did
like
he
he was
come
only focused
back
on the Raw
during the
SmackDown.
Thunderdome era? Because that's a
Yeah,
terrible time to come back.
yeah. I started watching the shows with him. I was watching the whole time, but I tried to get him to like watch Money in the Bank when they were in the Titan thing, the Titan
Oh
Red
yeah, Titan Tower.
Tower. Yeah, that's like the one night he came back to watching, and that
That
was
was a
like a weird
crazy
era.
time.
Yeah,
You're just driving on the highway and see 8 men fighting on top of the building.
that match wasn't as bad as like I remember when I was watching it. I was like, I hate this. I watched it back of like a few weeks ago. It wasn't terrible for what they had to do.
I mean, I mean, what could they have done?
Yeah.
The world was just in complete shock after everything that happened. Nobody knew anything about this virus. They had to do something, but I mean, WWE, they have no off days, so what could they have done?
They made it work.
I
They made it
I
work for
have
the
to
most.
applaud WWE for how they handled it though, because I I'm telling you right now. I mean, I know Impact had to go through the same thing, but honestly, I don't know how they would have survived if they didn't have a place like the Performance Center to do stuff with.
Yeah, I mean,
If if
I
they
know we
didn't have
all.
the Performance Center, who would have known what would have happened?
That's the thing. I feel like even through like all the stuff that this company has done bad, I feel like when they are like when they have to do something because as we all there's no off season in professional wrestling. They're always going,
Yeah,
So they did the
especially
best.
WWE.
Yeah, they did the best at just making it seem like nothing was going on, and they made the best out of the situation. As weird as that time was, and like it must be like Drew winning the championship in front of in like the empty gym and all that shit. That was like my only escape from like all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And like I remember I was worried about what would happen with like sports and shit, and I was really worried about what they would do not with not having fans and stuff. And a lot of cool stuff happened still.
yeah.
They still found
I
a
mean,
way to
hell,
make it interesting.
the cinematic matches that we got during that era,
Yeah,
fantastic stuff, man. Some of the best stuff they ever really made or produced,
they made it work. They always
especially the
found a way to make
Boneyard
it work.
match.
That
Especially the Boneyard match.
that was better than I thought it was gonna be. I walked into that not expecting much, and they fucking delivered that shit.
Yeah. Did, n- I'm trying to think. No, we started this podcast when the fans came back.
Yeah, that first
And,
SmackDown.
imagine this podcast if we were doing it during that time, bro.
I ain't gonna cap. Thunderdome Raw was like the worst time of my life. Like
Yeah, like it was bad.
I feel like, and I love that everyone's like watching the shows now. I feel like I was like the only one live streaming the shows at that time. And Thunderdome SmackDown was absolutely amazing. But Thunderdome, and I think some people in the chat were there with me. Thunderdome Raw, I was falling asleep every week. Thunderdome
Yeah,
Raw
yeah.
hurts
That- That's why I did.
bad.
That's why I didn't go live during that time, bro. Because I'm like, I know I would legitimately fall asleep.
I've had terrible
I,
times in my life, you know what I'm saying? God. Thunderdome Raw is like top three worst periods of my life. Because good
and
God.
Thunderdome SmackDown had Blue Rose, bro. So like,
See? That's why SmackDown will always be close to me because every time I need it, it's there. Every time. Thunderdome SmackDown was just exemplary, and Roman was there just doing amazing things. And I turn on Raw, and then I just Nikki Ash cashing in on Charlotte, and I can't even talk about it. It's making my head hurt. I can't.
Yeah, it was a bad time, but during like they had to do what they had to do, and they made it work for what they had to make it work with. But either way, a very very rough time for WWE, but it was well worth it in the end once we got that crowd back. Because if we didn't get that
Yeah,
crowd back, we wouldn't be here, or at
yeah,
least live.
yeah.
We'd be here, but just not here live.
Honestly,
um. So Solo takes out Sheamus, and Sammy lays out uh and Sammy lays in shots on Jay. Jay wants to turn on Sheamus. Butch and Ridge Holland make their way down to even the odds. Solo then helps the Bloodline out. Uh, Ray then sends Ricochet into the ropes. He blocks the 619. It's very weird seeing Ricochet, of all people, block a 619 in the way that he did.
that's Triangle. That's my man.
Normally you see like those big, like, big meaty men do something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And it's just Ricochet
That man's good. That boy Rick good.
doing it like that. So he blocks it. They do a fucking reverse Canadian destroyer on
Absolutely
this
beautiful.
guy. Fucking planted him on top of his dome.
Beautiful.
Ray then hits a 619 onto Ricochet, followed by the frog splash for the win. 1, 2, 3. And the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Rey Mysterio. Gonna be great. The,
I'm
the clash
excited.
of, the clash of styles that these two have in itself make this match that much more intriguing. Does Ray win? Highly doubt it. But
He's probably gonna get absolutely walked, but I mean, it's gonna be good though.
yeah, it's gonna be good. Because I still think Sheamus is gonna be the one to take it off of him. I
Mm-hmm.
do. I want it to happen at WrestleMania, though. I do. I know that's a long way away, and
Damn.
it's
Yeah.
and it's probably gonna happen way sooner than that. But I would want it to happen at Mania for the moment, and you get that Intercontinental Championship win at WrestleMania, just adding to Sheamus's Hall of Fame career. It would
Yeah.
make that moment that much more special. Because let's face it, I go back to that Big WWE Championship win on the random episode of Raw. You could have saved it for a way bigger event, and you
Yeah.
did it then.
That's true.
I look for moments, bro. I don't look for the instant gratification.
That's true.
And yes, wherever Sheamus wins this Intercontinental Championship, because I do believe it's just going to happen. I like they can't just not make it work now.
Yeah.
Whenever he wins this championship, it's going to be great, and it'll add to Sheamus's Hall of Fame legacy already, regardless, wherever it happens. But if it happened at Mania, just think of that moment in front of however many thousands of fans.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just me.
I feel you.
But yeah, I also I don't know if you saw my tweet from earlier today. I want Sheamus and Reigns at one point. Sheamus and Roman for one time. I don't care where. I don't care when. I don't care what show. I want Sheamus and Roman.
That'll be really good.
With
Be
how
really, really
good
good.
and with how over that guy has gotten, it hasn't only gotten good things for Sheamus out of all of this, but it's gotten great things out of Ridge and Pete Dunne. You put Sheamus in front of a guy like Roman Reigns right now, and we haven't seen that since, I believe, like his Money in the Bank cash in on Roman at like
Yeah.
Survivor Series at that year. I think like 2015, 16, around there, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. That was when he had the freaking mohawk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was 2015, 2016, I think.
2015, yeah. Thank you, Corbin. You put Sheamus in front of the Tribal Chief right now and Roman Reigns. Basically the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes, if you want to do it that way too. With the Usos, tag team champions.
Yeah.
You can make that work, and you can have Sheamus and Roman have great matches. Because Roman, as much as people don't like him, he hasn't really had that bad of matches. It's just the endings that, just either aren't going the way that people want it to, or just flat out suck.
Pretty much.
And Sheamus, he's incapable of having a bad match at this point right now.
Yeah, I don't think he does that.
He is incapable of having a bad match right now. So I just think it would be great. I really would. If Sheamus and Roman can't happen at Mania, which we basically know it's not happening there, I'd put it at day one.
You know how old Rey Mysterio is?
I'd say at least like in his maybe high 40s, low 50s.
He's 47.
High 40s. Okay.
That I didn't know that. He has been wrestling like a 20-year-old for 20 years.
Oh yeah, yeah. He he definitely. Yeah. He's incredible, bro. And
I did not know he was 47. That's crazy.
yeah, he's just incredible. I I love everything that he does. But Rey Mysterio being the Intercontinental Champion, well, going for the Intercontinental Championship against Gunther, I believe next week on SmackDown, should be great. Either way.
Yeah.
So it's then time that we have the Wyatt segment. Now it's actually time. It's not next, and it just didn't happen. It actually did happen.
Yeah.
So we cut to a blackened arena with the door on the stage. The door is here. The door is back. It opens up, and now light shines through. The music fades into a more storm-like atmosphere. It seemed like it definitely felt like either like thunder was happening in the arena, but it's just a very eerie type of feeling at that point. The door opens as we linger on into it, and it just blackens out. Bray makes his way out to a massive pop in front of that Louisiana crowd. He's basically home. Because I think like Bray is from Louisiana.
I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, he's built from. He was born in Florida, but they built him for somewhere in Louisiana. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, built from Lafayette, Louisiana. Hey, Lafayette. Hey.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's built from Louisiana. So we see all of this happening. He comes on in, and it's a massive pop from the crowd. And he slowly makes his way down to the ring. He has a lantern, right? And it's a normal lantern. And it looks like the whole, Either World's Bray Wyatt type of thing is back. Which I always loved. I think the Either World's Bray Wyatt was my favorite version of him.
Probably the most focused version.
Huh?
It probably the most focused.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So.
So the Fireflies are all out. Everybody in their freaking mother had their fucking phone out and that light, bro.
Yeah.
I know you're there at Extreme Rules, so you probably know. But speaking from personal experience, for me being in a crowd full of Fireflies, I should say, that arena may be darkened and that arena may have like all the lights off, but when everybody has their phone lights on, bro, it actually gets pretty light in there.
Yeah.
It actually gets pretty light up in there.
Someone asked me that. They were like, do they make it darker on TV? I was like, no. It's just all of our lights. That's how light works.
It actually just does get pretty light in there. So I was like, huh.
It's 13,000 people with lights on. Eventually it's going to make the room light up,
Yeah. So we have all the lights out. There's like this, and it wasn't because of the lights from the phone. It was just the lighting that they did in the arena. It was like a very misty, like blue that they had, and it looked stunning. It looked like a great lighting for him. So it was like this blue glow going throughout the arena as Bray stops at the end. He's dressed in just a t-shirt and jeans, and it looks like from just from what it looked like at the time when all the lights were off. He places the lamp in the middle of the ring and picks it up to admire the crowd for a while before he finally blows out the lamp to a huge ovation. And the crowd is screaming, "Welcome back, welcome back," as Bray looks genuinely moved. Like he's just taking it all in. At that point in time, he was really getting emotional.
Yeah. I saw him crying, but I didn't know he was like actually crying. I thought it was like part of the promo or whatever. But when he started talking, that's when I knew he was actually like having a whole bunch of emotions. And it made me realize how long it's been. It hasn't really been that long, but at the same time, it's been long. Like
A year
especially
and a
since,
half. A year and a
yeah,
half, 2 years.
and a year in wrestling is like a lifetime. So much stuff
Yeah.
could change in a year, and especially since the way he left, like he was never supposed to leave that way.
Yeah.
So like all the emotion coming out and him saying everything that he was feeling while just like realizing that has been waiting for him to come back this whole time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely great. It's great. I was trying my hardest not to shed any thug tears. He almost got me. He almost got me. He almost got me. 'Cause that I
He
just oh
he did get me.
he has a way with words. He has a way with words, man.
Yeah. And when you just and you said that in your live you were just not even talking at all, you were just legitimately hearing him speak.
Yeah.
He's legitimately one of those guys that where you just can't do anything else. You just have to drop everything and just listen to him.
Come on, chat's like, what do you feel about this? What do you feel about this? I'm like, I can't. I don't have anything to say. Like it's
You
just
could hear a pin drop in that arena.
yeah. The selfish part of me is like hoping. I mean, was jealous of that they got this. Like I know like the return
Yeah.
happened. But I part of me really wanted to see him like talk to us because that arena would have been even more insane.
I can't wait for the possible SmackDown that we're going to.
Oh
He
my god!
has to be there. He has to.
I hope he is. Oh, I hope he is.
He has to be there, bro.
That song looks like it sounds freaking amazing in the arena. Oh,
Yeah.
I hope he is.
Man. So I have the entire promo right here, and I'm just gonna read it out, and we're gonna stop in certain parts of it because there are some certain parts that we do need to talk about throughout this promo. And then we'll get into what happened afterwards, because after is where it got really interesting. So he said, and I quote, "I don't know if you can read this on me, but I am incredibly grateful. I am really, really nervous to be here, but I never thought this would happen. And this right here is just me, okay? This is a version of me I've never got to introduce to you guys before. This is just me being me." I'm stopping right there. That part right there, incredibly moving. I'm like,
Yeah,
he's just breaking character right now. This is just legitimately Wyndham Rotunda talking to us right now.
yeah,
I was like, okay, all right, so this is where we're going with this. And honestly, I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at him breaking character and him just being Wyndham Rotunda in front of his crowd because honestly, it's been 2 years. You should just be able to go out there and just talk your piece.
yeah,
I and honestly, I'm like, you know what? This is perfectly fine. I don't need like this whole the demon version, or not demon version of him, but like just a white rabbit version of him with all like this the white six and everything like that. I didn't need that right now. I just want to hear him speak. So
hmm
I'm glad they just did it like this.
yeah,
Just you and me for the first time. I just want to share with you this past year of my life. I lost a lot of things. I lost my career. I lost my self-confidence. I lost two people who were very close to me. I lost my way. I'm stopping right there. When he said he lost his career, that hurt me inside. That hurt. That like legitimately hurt me inside because I'm like, dude, I know everything that happened with the Fiend was just so poorly well done. It hurt him, bro. It hurt him inside knowing that the Fiend could have been something so special. And it just didn't work out the way that he wanted it to. But then again, it wasn't all his fault. And I hope he knows that.
Yeah.
I hope he knows that what happened with the Fiend was not his fault.
Nowhere near it.
But like I said, when he said that I lost my career, that hurt me.
Yeah.
So he said he lost his career, he lost his self-confidence, and two people that were very, very close to him. I know the one person he was talking about was Brody, but I'm not sure who the second person was.
No, I don't know.
Maybe it was personal outside of wrestling. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that he lost his way. And I got to a point where I thought that everything that I have ever done here, it was all meaningless. Nothing I ever did has mattered to anyone. But I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm stopping there. When he said that nothing that he did here, that everything that he did here, I should say, was meaningless. He got to that point, bro. That is sad.
That's insane.
Like, that is, like... Vince, what did you do to this man? Like, seriously, what did you do to make him feel this way?
You freaking
Nothing.
broke him.
I thought you said nothing. I was like,
Oh
nothing.
no. You freaking broke him, bro.
Dude, he broke him down to like he felt like nothing, bro. And I've been there before. When you feel like nothing in this world, you just feel like there's nothing that can help you.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but he said he was wrong. He was wrong. Once I was done feeling sorry for myself and I decided to go out there into the world again, I see people there, and there were people everywhere that would say, "Thank you, Bray. When are you coming back home?" And then every once in a great while, there would be somebody who I met who would be truly remarkable, and you know who you are. I don't know who that was. That was probably just outside of wrestling. We don't know. But he said that they knew who they were. They would come to me and say, "Bray, I just wanted to thank you, man, because I was in a time of need and I lost people that I were close to, and I lost people that were close to me. And I lost my self-confidence, and I felt weak, and I felt vulnerable. And in this weakened state, I found your words, Bray. I found your words, and I just wanted to thank you, man. You saved my life, Bray." I'm stopping right there. If that was legit, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That shows right there that this man truly has, like, not a power over people, but people believe in this man. And that right there is just truly incredible in itself.
That's how you know someone's like a genius, when even if their vision isn't put out the way they really wanted to, it still felt,
It still felt like, it touched him in ways.
Yeah.
So, he said the truth is, I don't think of stuff like that. And honestly, in the heat of the moments and stuff like that, when you're just out there, portraying your character and doing whatever you have to do, you most likely don't think of stuff like that, but it happens. People gravitate towards these characters, whether anybody in the world of professional wrestling knows it or not. And a lot of Bray Wyatt fans out there, they believe in this man so much, and they have like this special connection with him, even without knowing him personally.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
not just Bray Wyatt; it happens with any character, any person in professional wrestling. I have it. I have it with Cody. You
Yeah, man.
probably have it with Cena, or anybody that you have. Jeff, I should say Jeff. Really, um,
He probably is. Yeah,
Cena and
yeah.
Jeff really are the two, but Jeff definitely for you.
Jeff, I think Jeff more on a personal level, just off like besides the wrestling stuff, just like all the drug and alcohol stuff they had to go through, all the
Right,
addictions he had to fight, and like he always came back stronger. That was always something that um I've always wanted to like really talk to him one day, just to let him know that it really fucked the wrestling shit. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Fuck everything else. That right there, just as a person, is what made him that much more of like my um favorite, or my number one favorite wrestler ever. Just off of that, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
And everyone has that one person. Everyone has their own person. If
right,
you've been watching for, I don't care if you're watching for 5 minutes or you're watching for 25 years, everyone has that one person
yeah.
that
That they're just
wrestling or
always
not,
a fan of, and they just never
yeah,
like they never fade away from it.
wrestling or not, that's just their person. You know what I'm saying? And it's great. And I I don't think Bray has ever been. Bray just for me has just always been like a freaking like a ominous figure, but at the same time always was not. You never could tell me that anything he did was like bad, because he always
Right.
found a way to captivate an audience. He always found a way to make you 100% interested in what he was doing at all times. And I think a lot of people can't do that. A lot of wrestlers go their whole careers and never can find a way to make every person in that arena have their one focus on you. And
Yeah.
Bray has it. A lot of wrestlers try to find it in their life. Bray had it as soon as he found this character, and it just grew. Even if Vince was trying to tear it down and try to make it to what he had, Bray's genius still found a way to power over all that. And here we are, all this time later, and now we're about to see, I think, the best version of him ever, because they're
Yes.
finally giving him the ball and saying, "Go do it."
We
Which
will
is
get the best version of Bray Wyatt in this state.
yeah,
In this time of Triple H being in power, we're gonna get Bray Wyatt the right way this time.
yeah.
And I
It's,
fully believe in that. There's no hesitation in my voice. There's nothing that me in saying like in the back of my head I'm like I'm legitimately like spewing bullshit right now. No, I'm not. We're getting the best version of Bray Wyatt.
like, you gotta think about that. Like, the if that was if what we got before Bray was the worst version of him, if that was the worst, then we're in for a freaking ride. Could
Yeah.
even at his quote unquote worst, it was amazing. Barring
Yeah.
like the second half of that feed stuff. I think that was like towards like Vince was like
Well,
not even fucking with it anymore. But
I think it really all started in that fucking Hell in a Cell match, and then Goldberg
yeah,
happened, and then it
that
just
was the downfall.
yeah.
That's
And then when Randy beat him at WrestleMania, we were like, yeah, no, that
I was so indifferent about that.
I hated it. I really did.
I feel like I thought
Especially because Alexa was the one to help out Randy for some fucking reason. Why?
yeah, I think that was a confusion for me. I think I was just trying to believe that they were thinking for something else with Bray, and I was like,
And then
I
and
thought
then
they
Randy
needed to
burned the
fucking
Fiend.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what the Fiend was supposed to be, something like Undertaker level, and it was there for like a month, 2 months maybe, and then it just
That
imploded.
debut at SummerSlam was so promising, and then it just.
Yeah, man.
But
Well,
yeah,
better days are ahead.
yes, very much true. Um, so He said, and the thing is, I don't think about stuff like this. But I can sit here right now, today, and I can look all of you in the eyes, and I can say that you were there when I was weak, when I was vulnerable, and when I was down. So I just want to say thank you. You all saved my life. That fucking hurt me.
Yeah.
That I
You can't say anything. There's nothing to say.
it's just
There's nothing to say.
this man is just truly special. That's really what you can say. Like,
Yeah.
and then he said, "You wouldn't let me alone. Every time I tried to run away and hide, you were there to find me. Every time when I left things behind, you found them. You chased me. You were the reason." And then the screen went black. I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck happened?" I'm like, "Wait," and I looked at my clock. I'm like, "No, it's not 10 o'clock yet. What happened?" Then we saw a video happen on the Titantron, and it's the mask that Bray Wyatt came out of at Extreme Rules, and he sent a message, and I have the message right here. Apparently, from what I got from the video feed, it's legitimately nothing from what I have in these notes here. So I'm gonna read the ones that I have on my phone, like the actual notes that I have here. So the creature that was on this video package said, "Come with me. Your life is done. Forget the future and the past. Life is over. Breathe your last. You have no idea what you're dealing with, but you will." And then the show's end. The show ends. It's over. Now, what does this mean? People are saying it's some kind of split personality. Some people are saying that this whatever monster that was on the video package is coming for Bray Wyatt.
I don't know.
I'm thinking it's a split personality because
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt was out there vulnerable, emotional, letting all his emotions out in front of all of us, right?
Yeah.
But this mask has been holding all that emotion in for Bray Wyatt for the last year and a half, 2 years. I'm thinking he's fighting with his own inner demons and trying to let all his emotions out, but this mask, this character that he is under the mask, just won't let him be himself. There's going to be some kind of split personality, I feel, with him, and I think that's going to be a great story to tell with him.
Yeah.
But then again, I ask, what's with the Wyatt 6? What's that part? Is that all of his personalities just trying to control him as Wyndham Rotunda?
They
Or
were
what?
they were really teasing it. Liv Morgan's involvement. There was a shot. I gotta see if I can find the picture. There was a shot and it looked like it had a hooded figure and the Wyatt 6 logo. Like after Liv was like staring at Sonya after she put her through the table.
Yeah.
It looked like they were trying to say either Liv or Alexa is a part of this somehow. I don't know how, but I gotta find the picture again.
I think it's a split personality, but that's just my theory heading into all of this for right now, because that mask is definitely hiding stuff within the Bray Wyatt character that we just don't know yet. But Bray Wyatt was vulnerable and sharing his feelings out for us right there. But it looks like that mask or that other side of the character doesn't want him to be like that. He wants him to hold it in. He wants him to hold all the emotions until he just explodes. I feel like I'm getting into something, but I'm not sure. Like, that's just the hunch I have.
It sounds interesting. It sounds very interesting. I don't know.
I mean, I was gonna ask you, what do you think this all means? The whole like video package and everything like that with this whole like mask and everything like that. But I think you're kind of just in it for the ride.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe I am under the suspicion that there is a stable on the horizon.
Yeah.
But as far as like what happens specifically tonight, I was just sitting there in awe. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm just watching. I'm just
Now,
watching. Whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm just watching.
yeah. Now I will say, the reason why the show started so late, also, was because I went back and watched it again. On television, because I did want to see if I missed anything. I looked. I was watching Bray Wyatt again and his words and all that stuff, but I was seeing if there was anything in the background. Maybe I missed something while I was just zoned in on him speaking. There wasn't. There wasn't anything in the background or anything like that. And at that point, again, once I found out that there was nothing, I was just hearing him speak again, just watching him because it was just so moving. But I also was watching for that mask video segment again. And I think I'm having some kind of right track with that whole split personality thing. But then again, we just gotta wait and see. We're here for it.
That would be so cool.
What, split personality?
Yeah, if like his first few guys, I think someone said in the chat when the show first started, if his first feud is against himself.
I'm telling you, like, he wants to show all these emotions to us. But this mask, whoever he is inside this mask, he wants him to hold all that emotion inside of him.
Yeah, see, Jay saw it too. Jay saw it too, the freaking Liv Morgan thing. I don't know if I'm tripping or not.
What was the background when Liv did the thing to Sony? I didn't see anything. Maybe see, and that's what the whole beauty of this whole Triple H era. You see, people see things that others don't, and then we gotta go back and see it. I didn't see anything, so maybe I have to just go back. Show me the pictures, show me the video, do something, guys, because I didn't see anything. But yeah, send it
I'm
to
looking
me,
at the
guys.
picture again now.
But yeah, I didn't see anything, Jay, but I believe you if there is something, because I mean, she was even acting pretty, like, not demonic, but she was acting very different as well. So she's definitely going over a character change for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was your SmackDown. I know we did this for over 2 hours. Basically, we're a little over what Friday Night SmackDown usually is. But I knew when we were getting to Bray Wyatt, we were going to be talking about it for a little while, and it should be talked about because this is the first Bray Wyatt promo in over 2 years. It should get enough respect for what it is.
Yeah. Nah, I just found the song.
Okay, what is it?
It's on YouTube. There isn't really a name for it. It's called Bray Wyatt New Theme Song. It's not on Spotify yet, enough like that. I want them to release it on. I guess it's made by the same Code Orange people though.
Yeah. I was speaking to Hope Division, Eliza. You know her.
Mm-hmm.
She's great. She was. I was talking to her in the tweets that we were having together throughout the show, and she thought it was gonna be the same people. The what band was it? Like Orange,
Code Orange.
Code Orange. Um, she thought it was that, but she didn't expect anything like the song that we got tonight. I'm like, do you know who? I'm like, do you know who this is? Like, do you know what this is? And she's like, yeah, no, I have no idea. so,
All right.
so I was like, okay. I thought it was Be the Code Orange, but it didn't sound like them, so not sure who that was. So yeah, I'm not sure either. But either way, wait a second, no. It was indeed Code Orange. They have confirmed it. Sounds bad. Okay, so it is. It is Code Orange, actually.
All right.
We just don't know the song name, though.
I
Huh,
don't know.
okay.
I got
Let
it
me...
here on YouTube. That's all I got.
Code Orange. Oh, yeah. It's definitely Code Orange. They retweeted everything of the Bray Wyatt stuff tonight.
Oh, well, all
Alright,
right.
yeah. So it's Code Orange. We just don't know the song.
Cool.
They'll release the song at some point anyway, though, because I mean it has to get released after
Yeah.
everything that happened tonight.
It's a great song.
Yeah. Okay. Well, somebody just tweets at them saying is at Wyndham 6 new music. You guys, and they say always. So yeah. Yep.
All right.
It's
That
them.
was an answer.
It's them. All right. Bray Wyatt arrives on SmackDown and man, is his theme song fucking fire, says somebody, and Code Orange then puts a rabbit, a hole, like an actual, like the hole emoji, and the white rabbit. So yeah, it's them.
Cool.
They're legitimately having fun with fans at this point, having fun with them right now about the whole song. So, all right. Well, Code Orange, you know what to fucking do. Release that shit.
Indeed.
Release that shit, make it into a sound on TikTok, and everybody on WrestleTalk's gonna be using that shit.
Indeed.
But yeah, guys, that was your Friday Night SmackDown tonight. We're definitely not going over Rampage now because we've been doing this for over 2 hours and we're probably all fucking tired.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, man, whatever happens, it's gonna be great. I'm a huge fan of Bray Wyatt. Always been a fan of Bray Wyatt, even in the FCW days. It's gonna be the best version of him, no doubt about it. We love you, Bray. You did truly care. You cared about us. We cared about you. You're back, and that's all that matters.
Indeed.
Wait a second. Hold on. Jay's talking to me in chat. Wait, everyone go on WWE YouTube channel. I'm telling you, there's going to be clues. Phil, you have to do it. Okay. All right, Jay. I'll go to the WWE YouTube channel. What the fuck is happening now?
I think talking about the live stuff, I believe.
Goat Wyatt. Yes, Corbin. All right. Well. Aw, man. I missed NXT Level Up. Shit.
I'm watching that probably tomorrow morning, actually.
Tank Ledger versus Eichmann Jr. Oh shit!
That's my
I got
man.
the freaking jacket time guy.
Hey. That's my man right there.
So Tank Ledger and Eichmann Jr. took on Duke Hudson and Bryson Montana. Who the fuck is that?
Mm.
Ivy Nile versus Lash Legend. Okay.
Oh, Ivy Niles, the one.
I love Ivy. Not so much of a Lash fan though, but I like Ivy.
I
Um,
think Lash. All right. The only thing about Lash is I think people have to give her a lot more of a chance
I
because
feel like she's just way too ghetto. Like,
I mean
talk normal.
this thing you got to realize, and I think
I
more,
mean, I guess that's her gimmick, yeah, but
th- her gimmick is not going to hit people unless you know people who act the way she does, and it's not so much of like 'cause I feel like the word ghetto is
I,
used.
and I don't mean that in a bad way.
No,
Like,
I feel you. I
I
feel you.
don't mean that like in a derogatory way.
I
It's
feel you.
just it's just what happens in
It's
the
just,
world today. That happens.
you're not like experienced with people who just talk like that anyway.
Right.
So like for me, I know like my cousins and like and people in my family who talk like that. So
I've been around people that have, but it's like it's not
it's
even like
still foreign
it's
to you.
night and day difference, and it's not a
Yeah,
full experience.
it's still foreign to you, and that's cool. It's still foreign to you. I think just with me, it's like um
You've been there, you've done that. It's like
yeah,
your life.
it already it seems like I like I've known people who are her characters, so it doesn't come off of like, oh, this is weird. It's like
Yeah,
I know what's happening, you know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people just have to if you don't understand what's happening, just let it go and then wait and see what happens because I feel like there's a lot of angles and stuff that people may not like on the first thing because they're just not experienced with it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just let it go. I do think that her improving as a wrestler has to be up there. 'Cause I feel like she
I was gonna say, how's she in the
has
ring?
to. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I think her character is freaking amazing because they had her on the talk show when she first got there, and I think they
That's
should have
right.
kept her on the talk show. 'Cause I think that could have been something. I think that still can be something like a Miss TV kind of thing if she hopefully progresses in her like her stature in the company. But as far as like in ring stuff, I think she could always improve. I think anyone can improve in the ring, but
Yeah,
I think that's the one thing. If she gets that, then I think a lot of other people are going to really be invested in what she has to offer. God, because I love everything about her. You know what I'm saying? There was never like a negative moment for me with her. So like every time I hear something negative, it's like I want to know why you think that way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's also weird because a lot of people, and again, I'm not saying you did this, but I'm saying
yeah,
like on probably like the fourth match, it just turned into people not even worrying about her wrestling. It was just people trying to like disguise their racism. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm a huge like defender of specifically black women in wrestling. So to have someone who's like that in it, like for her character, I'm like I'm always on 10 for her because I really want to see people who don't understand it right now when they finally get it, if they ever do get it. If they don't get it, then I you know what I'm saying, that's just what it is. But I just want people to stick around and when people do get it, I want to see like what their thinking is now. You feel me? Because I feel like a lot of people drew her to the side when she first showed up and didn't even give her a chance to progress, knowing that she didn't even start in wrestling. She used to be a fucking basketball player.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So she's not going to be Kurt Angle on first match. You know what I'm saying? So
And yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't even expecting that. Like,
yeah,
I don't expect these people that come from different worlds that are a part basically of the NIL program because that's where she was at first.
yeah,
Um, to just be like this amazing professional wrestler right off the bat. Like, you have to have at least some kind of expectations for these things,
yeah.
and it and again, like I said, and I know people are probably I know people were probably going to take that out of context when I just used the word Geno as her character. Like that wasn't anything that was supposed to be like in a derogatory term for anybody like that. Like I know people are going to take it that way, but
I feel you. Yeah.
like that's just not what I was trying to do at all. It's just the fact that living in a world that we do now, people would take it that way, and it's just things happen. Um, giving her a chance is easily something I have to take care of and that could easily, be done. I just gotta get used to her more, and she honestly has to get used more to me. I don't feel like she gets
Yeah.
used on often.
They're trying. They're trying a lot, and I feel like they should have kept her in the feud with Nikita longer, because if Lash isn't getting over, Nikita's already over. So keep them together. That was my mentality. They kind of, I feel like they ended that feud a little too early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like they really could have done something with that, just more off of like promos and stuff like that. And even so, they tried to make her like the manager of Pretty Deadly, and I think that's a nope. Like
Yeah.
those two personalities do not clash. I think she could be. You could. Only thing I could see Lash doing on the main roster is being a manager for somebody, and occasionally wrestling until she like gets really acclimated with her in the ring. But like her on the mic, she knows what she's doing when she's talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the in ring part, and I feel like people just move the goalposts for certain wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And they want certain people to progress at their speed instead of like just maybe sitting down and realizing that everyone progresses very, very like differently. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everyone who doesn't see it right now, all I can advise you to do is just let it rock out. If you don't like it still, then you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But just
I'm
let
gonna
just
I'm
let
I'm
it
gonna
be.
watch that video though tonight of her match
Yeah.
just to see what it is. I mean, it's obviously
Yeah,
Ivy now, so I'm pretty sure she won. But
yeah.
but
Ivy now is freaking real. I love
Ivy
her.
Niles great. I know her. She's fucking phenomenal.
Ivy now is gonna be on some Brock Lesnar type shit. She's freaking real.
Yeah.
I like her.
Um, Dante Martin and Miles Bourne was apparently the main event. I don't know who Miles Bourne is, but
Dante Martin.
no, not Dante Martin. Dante Chen.
I was supposed to say,
Chen,
what the fuck?
not Martin.
When did he go over there?
My goodness, imagine him just showing up on the NXT level up. I saw Dante.
Dante Chen's
Da-
good.
Dante Chen's pretty okay. I've seen him a couple of times. And then Miles Bourne, I don't know who that guy is, but looks pretty okay. Is he Evan Bourne's brother? Something like that, maybe?
I think I heard the name. Miles Bourne. I don't know. I'll watch it later.
But yeah, so apparently there are only 3 matches. Apparently it's only an hour long show, so it's not like
Yeah, they get in, get out. It's cool to watch them.
I didn't even talk about the Viking Raiders promo package. Yeah, the Viking Raiders had a promo package. Sarah Logan's coming back.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She
Sarah
definitely
Logan's
is.
coming back. It's gonna be great.
I'm
And
interested in that.
Sarah Logan, she was used terribly in everything that was happening. Because first she was with the Riot Squad, and then she broke away because honestly the Riot Squad kind of just broke up randomly, and then she was like half girl, half Viking, and then she got released, and now it looks like she's just gonna be with the Viking Raiders, which I think is gonna be the truest form of her, because hell, I think she's like married to Eric, so I think this is gonna be really good for her. We just gotta see what they do with her.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great thing, though, working with her husband, and obviously, I actually think Ivar was their best man at the wedding. So I think like all of them are just like really close knit, anyways. I think it's gonna be good for her. I really do.
I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, it's Triple H, so hopefully they just treat the Viking Raiders right this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stop
they
calling
weren't
me
known as the War Raiders, but we can't say war now. So I don't know. Maybe we can say war now in the Triple H
never
era.
said war
I don't know.
games.
No. But yeah, I think it's just gonna be great having her back. It just adds another woman, and it's gonna be just a great thing working together with them. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Let it rock.
But yeah, guys, that's it. Friday Night SmackDown in the books. If you guys liked what you heard tonight, make sure to hit that like button. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit that subscribe button down below. On the road to 800 subscribers, basically to 1,000, but 800 for right now. do everything that you can to be here during the weekend. We're gonna do that debate during the weekend. We just gotta figure out when, and yeah, then we'll start a new week of content. Anything you have to say before we get out of here?
Um, Liv Morgan is the best. Um,
Peep
Jeff
that.
Hardy, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Peep that.
I haven't heard any news about him, but I hope he's okay. Um, he was trending this morning on Twitter, and I got scared, but
Yeah.
it was just him dancing with Rikishi, so it was cool. And everyone's saying how amazing.
What the?
It was just a video of him dancing with Rikishi in like '04. I was like, okay,
Okay.
that made me smile. Laffy going live? Probably not tonight because I'm like on low battery right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to bed right now, actually.
yeah,
So.
but yeah, man. Tell your loved ones, their loved ones, drink some water. Um, and yeah, enjoy wrestling. Enjoy wrestling, man.
That I think we can all adapt up.
And the fucking Phillies won. We're so yo, it's about to get bad, man. The
I was
Phillies
gonna
won
say that's a
tonight.
good thing. That's a good thing that they won.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that's a good thing that they won.
yeah,
Um,
man.
are we gonna
After
get
that time,
Phillies Braves Part 2 World
they don't want
Series?
they don't want beef. They don't want beef.
Oh really? You don't
Be
want the
back.
Braves?
No, they don't want the Phillies.
They don't want actually no. The Phillies can beat the Braves. They really can.
Hey, I think they won like 9-1 tonight. They look great.
Yeah, no, the Phillies look great.
Let's see what happens. That's gonna be
I do think we get Phillies Braves Part 2. It's just it's just Braves better watch out. JD's team better watch out.
every time we win a championship here, the whole city closes down for like a month. So all I want to do is I ain't gonna cap. I'm not a big baseball watcher. I just know when they win, when like the freaking those teams win, they just cut everything off. So I don't have to go to school or nothing.
You know
So
what's crazy about the MLB playoffs? And I know we should just be leaving right now. But
yeah.
you can have like 100 wins in this fucking league and not be in the playoffs.
How many games are in the baseball like in an MLB season?
162.
Damn it! What?
Yeah.
Why are they playing so much? God, jeez, I thought 82 for NBA was bad. Goodness. Are you serious? That's not counting playoffs, is it?
No, that's the regular season.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Baseball players are different. I can't. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, 162 games.
I could barely play 16 in freaking high school with freaking basketball. 106. Nah, bro.
MLB released the full 132 game schedule for all 30 teams on Thursday. On Thursday, apparently, whenever this article was written. The number of games remained the same, but the way those 162 matchups are broken down will change starting 2023. All right, so I guess it's changing next year somehow. I think 162 stays, but in some way, shape, or form, it's just going to be different.
Dang.
Notably, for the first time, each MLB team will go up against each other with the other 29 teams during the regular season. So I guess everybody's playing everybody for like the first time ever. which
All
I
right.
which I thought that happened anyway, but apparently not.
All right.
But yeah, 162 games.
Damn.
And the NBA is like 82, right?
Yeah, and even that's stretching it. I feel
Yeah.
like for the human body, my God. Damn.
And you see those baseballs going like over 100 miles an hour. Sometimes you get hit with those fuckers, and
Yeah, that shit probably hurts like hell.
dude, it hurts. It hurts.
Goodness.
But yeah, that's a little bit of your baseball shit.
Yeah.
We talked about Vengeance 2011. We talked about the baseball. We talked about baseball tonight. Obviously SmackDown. What's next? We'll probably talk about horse racing next week. So stay tuned.
No, LeBron and Jordan.
Or well, LeBron and Jordan the weekend, yes, but just talking about randomly during the SmackDown review. There's some random horse race. I'll be sure to let you guys know.
Oh no, I'm gonna start watching horse racing.
Horse racing's actually it's pretty big, bro. Like,
I see people bet on that stuff. I'm like, I'm not betting on a horse. I'm sorry.
bro, like, dude. And you know how much shady shit happens during horse racing?
Yeah, man.
Dude,
I'm not getting into that.
I watched this show, and some woman in the show put freaking electrolytes through a horse's legs just to race faster. Like, bro, like
What?
that's and it's illegal. It's illegal to do that.
Yeah, I would hope so. Shit, that's ridiculous.
She
Yeah.
put bute in the horse's feed and that's like a horse, like, painkiller type of thing.
Yeah.
And then to make the horse heal faster, because if they went through the drug test during the horse race, she obviously wouldn't have gotten the horse cleared, because bute's obviously like you can't have drugs in a freaking horse for a race.
Yeah.
So she put electrolytes through the horse's legs just to cancel out the bute, and and it's
Wow.
fucking illegal.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy, man. These guys should be freaking like not electrocuted themselves. Trust me, I don't want that. But you should be arrested for this shit, and a lot of this stuff just goes under their hats.
Damn.
It's crazy, man. Like, I got no idea. But yeah, guys, shit. Well, I'll talk to you guys about that next week, I guess, if there is anything.
Horse racing.
Horse racing, OTB style, on Thursdays.
On Thursdays.
All right, guys. Stay safe. God bless. We'll talk to you during the weekend for the LeBron Michael Jordan debate. That's gonna be fucking hilarious. I don't know who's gonna be the second moderator. I gotta figure out a moderator for that. With me. But yeah.
I will not be moderated.
Well, no, you're not. You're gonna go off, and I'll let you go off. It's just
I'm gonna talk to him.
this debate's gonna go fucking wild, bro. There's not gonna be any respect.
Oh nah. I'm getting really disrespected tonight.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. God bless, and peace.